Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Ni hao ma, live trans and prosper. Hi, I'm Professor Brian David Phillips, and welcome to, well, my home. Let's get to it. Perplexity, oh, I'm so perplexed by that name, has released a new feature, deep research. Ah, doesn't ChatGPT have a deep research? Yes. In the pro tier, it's 200 US dollars a month to access it. Oh, doesn't Google Advanced have deep research? Yes. It's in the pro tier, but it's not as much as ChatGPT. Perplexity also has a pro tier, and you can get deep research in the pro tier, but you can also get it in the free tier. Oh, thank you. I've been playing with it a little bit. It was just released on Valentine's Day. So let's see what we got here. Let's take a look. So here I am in my perplexity. Ah, he's in his perplexity. He must be very perplexed. Yes, that is the nature of my life. I'm perplexed all the time. Let's go to her. You notice something new? Let's pop this up so I can actually see my screen. You can see something new right here, deep research in the Ask Anything bar. Now, I don't have a paid account for Perplexity. I'm using my free account for this particular test. And when we look at this, there's a drop down. You see the models that are available to you. You've got auto, pro search, deep research, reasoning with R1. They have a model that's hosted in the US. I very much suggest that you do not use the Chinese app because all your data will go to China, where the Communist Party has access to it all, because that's that. And they also have O3 Mini, which is, of course, associated with ChatGPT. Now, this is all the free tiers. I have 3 enhanced queries remaining today. I just ran a couple, so you get 5. Oh, 5! 5 is a very important number, especially if you are, like me, a fan of Robert Anton Wilson. We're just going to go with deep research here, and then we're going to now, the thing about deep research is for ChatGPT's version, it can take 30 minutes to do a query. It really does think through, and it'll show you its thinking. But I'm going to just pop in a query. Many of you know I am a hypnotist. I am a hypnosis trainer, and I do work with couples therapy and ecstatic trance and eroticatrance. So I'm asking for a deep dive into let's call it a deep dive into a subject that I do know something about. So let's see. This is a weird one. Let's see if it gets past the filters. ChatGPT won't let me do queries like this. So, hey, I'm asking about hypnosis, ecstatic states, and erotic or sexual trance experiences for couples, individuals, and groups. Let's see what happens. Oh, it'll be interesting. Now, of course, I am also an associate professor at a university. So we see it starting to build its ideas. It'll take a few minutes to complete, and we'll go through. I also teach at university. I teach in literature at university. I also teach graduate classes in science fiction, fantasy, horror, and all sorts of wonderful things. Now it's got 8 sources already, and it's doing a web search for various things, and it's just going through. It'll go through and it'll give us different subjects it's looking at related to the topic. We're up to 16 sources. Now, I didn't say academic papers only. And if I were doing a research or if I were telling my students to do research, I would tell them, hey guys, ask the deep research to do academic sources, because especially peer reviewed. So those are filtered a little bit more. Okay, it's popping up 24 sources already. Now it'll take a while, so if this thing goes for too long, I will stop it. I do find that the Perplexity version of deep research doesn't take as long as the Chat GPT or Gemini versions, and I haven't tried the other versions available out there. I'm mostly interested in, let's just see how this might work and how useful it might be if you're doing if you need a report to help you get oriented on a subject. Obviously, if you're an academic like myself, you would not use this as your paper. That's called, oh, what's that special word? Plagiarism. But you don't pass off the computer's work as your own, but you can use it as an orientation and a way of getting an idea about a subject. And it's just whizzing through. It's summarizing key findings, making sure its citations are properly formatted, and boom, here's the answer already. So not very long. And here are some of the resources. We have 37 plus 1, 2, 3. So 40 sources, 40 sources. Okay. And that's actually a pretty good title there. And going in, and it's writing up its report for me. You see there are indeed footnotes. So all these notes are useful for you. If you are an academic, it gives you a nice start, something you can hang your hat on, but obviously you would do that anyway through other things. Well, this is interesting. Okay. Huh. Audiovisual erotic algorithm, an algorithm for Python, really? I did not expect that. That's kind of cool. Recreational therapeutic application. Hadn't thought it would go in that direction at all. And conclusion of future directions. Now, obviously, I do know the subject, so I can check this. That's why I asked it to do this for this demonstration. Now, here's the thing. You can copy the text, just straight up copy. You can also export, and I like this in that you can export it into PDF or Markdown. Markdown, as you may or may not know, is a way of presenting material. If I do PDF, then I can open it in my Microsoft Word or whatever and play around with that. So that's kind of cool. But there you go. That is it. Real quick, real easy, Perplexity, deep research, how to turn it on, how to get in there, give it extensive or useful, helpful prompts for, tell it what you want to look for and what you want to get oriented on, and that'll help you out a lot. So just wanted to pop in, do a real quickie. That was a quickie. He's so quick. Give it a go. Perplexity, if you don't know about it, is very useful for researchers. So check that out. It uses models for the large language models. It has a variety, and you can really get into the weeds on things, and that's very, very useful. Till next time, though, this is Professor Brian David Phillips saying, why, hello, live, trans, and prosper. Or as the Tralfamadorians say, hello, goodbye.
Breathe deep, close your eyes, and surrender to the cause. Let the rhythm of the symbols take you far. In the dance of the arcana, see your story like magic in the room. Tarot trance, feel the vibe, let your spirit take a ride.